Hey, this is Black Titanic in the house. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. Yes, Black Titanic in the house. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, invite a friend. Tell a friend about my channel. And remember, eagles flies with eagles. Always surround yourself with positive people. Always surround yourself with people that can lift you up. Always surround yourself with people that's going to hold you accountable when you're not being your very best, right? Yes. Hello, Miss Wilder. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome to the home of Black Titanic. So let me get my thanks up. Thanks to all of you for supporting me. Hey, Linda Gamble and Tanya B and Miss Wilder, Sakithia. That's cute. Anyway, it's 7:45 my time. Put your time where you at and what time is it where you at? Oh, yes. Oh, this string gotta go. Get your butt on back up in here, string. Oh. Everybody is coming in here, and I'm 7:45 in Philly. Hey, Philly, Philadelphia. You know what I did? I did a thing in 1985 when the government bombed Philadelphia. They were after the move people. Do you remember that, Tanya B? Yeah, when the government bombed Philadelphia in 1985, a whole community. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that Black History on that again for y'all. Ooh, let me get my disclaimer up here. Today we're gonna be talking about the female narcissist. We went over the male narcissist yesterday. Today we will be looking at the female narcissist, her lifestyle, and its impact on her children. That's what we're going to be looking at today. The female narcissist. And boy, I'm telling you, with Arian Curry, she need counseling. These counselors and psychiatrists gonna have their work cut out for them if that woman stepped her ever try to go get help. But anyway, I just want to say everything on this channel is allegedly. I am not a psychologist or a counselor. Everything is just my opinions and my opinions is just all there is to it. Okay, let me just leave it like that. All righty, let me put my disclaimer up. This is my disclaimer. Everything on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes and fair use. And again, everything is allegedly. The music pop up. I don't own any rights to any of those songs. Yes. Oh yeah, Tanya, you said you remember when the government bombed that community in Philadelphia, 1985. Yes. Yes, they did. And they were after the Move People. The Move People was an organization of black people. They were considered radicals, I guess, because they just want to be left alone and want to live as close to their own DNA, as close to their ancestors, what had been taught to them down the years. And the government saw that as a threat because they did not want to conform to European lifestyles and rules and regulations. So the government, Yeah, they went in there and bombed those people, children and all, y'all. Y'all need to look it up. 1985 Move, MOVE. Move. You still got Romona. Romona, she's still alive. I can't remember her last name. I'm sorry, Romona, but she's still alive now. She and one other child was the only two survivors because what they did was went in there, they dropped bombs on their building, and then every time they try to come out with the children, they shot at them. They said it was over 10,000 rounds of ammunition shot at them every time they tried to come out that burning building. So you know they were not going to survive. But I'll never forget that the mayor name was Wilson Good, black man. Yes, I'll never forget his name. He signed that they can go that they can go into that black community and bomb that black community. Yes, a black mayor, Wilson Good was his name. Hopefully that's his name. I need to double check that. But it's been a while, y'all. Anyway, I was just talking about when the United States government in 1985 bombed that Philadelphia neighborhood. Yeah, I gotta do a Black History class on that. But today we're looking at the narcissistic female, right? We always call. They said that the men's are affected more than the women's, but we do have women that are narcissistic. And yeah, they have children also. Sometimes their children grow up to be narcissistic, or sometimes the children can escape. But in order for the children to escape, say for instance, we're going to use Aryan household. These children are around two narcissistic adults. You got Martell, allegedly, I gotta say allegedly narcissistic, and you got Aryan. So you got two narcissistic, just say parent raising a child. So what are the chances that this child gonna come out normal? It's gonna be slim chance, y'all. Okay, so I got that in. Let's talk about the female narcissists. I was looking at Aryan. I'm gotta go to my Facebook. I was looking at Aryan latest video, y'all. On this video now, she don't say much, but you just gotta sit there in that board, and some when she do open her mouth, she gonna spill a lot of stuff about herself. So what she did was talked about how she come from a long line of women's that like to go around the block. Round the block. What she say? Round the block women's, her grandmama, her mama. She started naming all these generations of women's that goes around the block. And I think around the block or around the corner, wherever that means, it's just, just getting laid. You just getting laid, y'all. That's all that is. You don't have no feelings attached or nothing. You just, around the block. Just come on around the block and we can do our do and get satisfied, and then you can go on out the door. That's what she said. She said, "Don't act like your mama. Don't act like your grandmama ain't been around that block." Oh, this girl was naming generations of dysfunctional relationships that she saw, but she didn't catch on to that. But I caught on to that. We've been saying that. The blogger has been saying that she must have seen maybe her mother was like to date married men's. Maybe the grandma might like to date married men's, but she said it herself that don't act like your grandmama and your mama ain't been around the block. Oh, so she's talking about what she have seen growing up in her lifestyle, what these women's older women's have did. So that's who she imitating, allegedly. Okay, let me see. Hopefully it's gonna play okay, y'all. Hopefully I'm gonna play this, and if the sound is okay, I leave it up there. If not, I gotta take it down. So let's see which one this one is. She take a pattern of. Okay. And maybe they were. Most narcissistic children come from narcissistic parents and grandparents, stuff that they learned on down the line. So I'm saying it sounds like she come from a long line of Jezebels. Okay, that's the end of it. Here go the beginning of it. Never take them back. And you, let me be real. You're gonna spin a block once. Let's be clear. You're gonna spin a block once. Like we're women. Like don't try to act like y'all not. Don't try to act like you never did. Don't try to act like your mama did or your grandma did. We're going to spin that block, and then you're gonna be feeling stupid. But you, ultimately, it's up to you. Who got blocked? Who didn't get blocked? If I catch you talking. So she runs down all these generations of women from the mom on down to the grandmother who she imitate, who she take a pattern off of. And maybe they were, I not know, allegedly, most narcissistic children come from narcissistic parents and grandparents, stuff that they learned on down the line. So I'm saying it sounds like she come from a long line of Jezebels. Y'all tell your B said burnt the whole block down. I was back. Tell you, you had me laughing while the video was going. Yeah, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard that. Generations and generations of dysfunctional behavior. Now, we're going to talk about this. Let's talk about how what's been passed down to this girl through the generation. This is the results of what you see. The narcissistic woman. Now, we're going to start with the narcissistic woman. She said that, what she said about her generation. Let's be clear, she said. You gonna spin the block. Don't act like your mama didn't spin around the block. Don't act like grandma didn't spin around the block. So you gonna spin around the block too. Yeah, so all she's saying is, I'm doing what I saw my mama did, what my grandmama did. So this is normal. This, what you see is normal. This behavior that you see me going with this married man, this behavior where you see I don't care for a damn about his kids. Is this house been broke? That I'm helping to break this home up? No, 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 no. I'm seeing this. My grandma been around the block. My mama been around the block. Don't act like you ain't never seen nobody been around the block, because your mama and your grandmama been around the block too. That's what she been saying. Generations and generations and generations of dysfunctional behavior. So let's just go to a says. I'm starting with my notes. The narcissistic woman thinks that I am enough. Oh, it done messed her mind up, because y'all know when she came on the scene, she was like, y'all been looking for me. Y'all been looking for me. Yes, he's so obsessed with me. Just obsessed with me. So in the narcissistic mind, she has a big old ego. She just like the man, her ego is big, and she says, I am enough. In other words, she always say, I'm MF Curry. Y'all know she always say that, saying, I am enough. But what went wrong, Arian? What went wrong? What went wrong? An old lady got your honey and gone. Oh, oh, let me see what y'all saying, y'all. We gonna have fun today. Yeah. Oh Lord. Okay, let me put this back in here, y'all. Y'all know I be forgetting. I'll put this back in here. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, so let's just see what y'all saying. Good evening, sexy mama at 60. Hey, you been gone for a while, but glad you're back. Miss Greta Lee, hey to you too. Tanya B, yes. Wilson Good, yeah, that's his name. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and do something on that. Yeah, we got a Wilson Good. No, he was wrong for ordering them to bomb that black community in 1985. Yeah. Greta Lee, I remember the bombing in Pennsylvania, I mean Philadelphia, that's right. That ain't been that long ago in 1985. Y'all, they always talk about Black Wall Street back in 1920 and 1912, the early 1900s and 1800s, how they went and bombed black people out of their lands. They will bomb up buildings to run them out of their land. And this was in 1985, not long ago. Kim Riley is saying hi to the chat. Miss Wilder, what is her page name? I don't know. You talking about Ari? It just got ARI. That's all. You can just put an Arian Curry name on. I don't know if you're talking about Arian. I don't know, Miss Wilder. Greta Lee, what a thing to confess going around the block. Yes, I was so bored listening to that girl, but that girl always gonna spill something. And we have always talked about, we suspect that she come from a generational women's that date married men's, and there it was round the block. Grandma been around the block, mama been around the block. Don't act like you don't see that. Yeah, and now she's training little Paris how to be around the block. She sits at that table so proudly talking about other being a mistress in front of her daughter and laughing and telling her daughter she got fans because of that. She's a celebrity because she is been somebody mistress and her daughter is absorbing this. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Tanya B. So, what is Paris going to do? Save the children. Yeah, let's keep it going, y'all. I done said hi. So, the narcissistic female, listen at this, y'all, use sex to manipulate men. Yeah, narcissistic female use sex to manipulate the men. Now, cat daddy, that's what she call them, cat daddies. So now you think that the mama had a cat daddy? Did the grandma have cat daddies around? Were they married? Is this where you see this from? Mama been around about. Grandma been spinning around the block too. Is this where you get this behavior from? They like to manipulate sex. They sex is the most dynamite sex there is. Y'all know what's her favorite statement, y'all? The favorite statement is something sexual. Yeah. Every time she get mad at him, if he's out with another woman, here she come, the narcissistic woman. I'm good enough. She gonna run that relationship. She gonna run these women's away from her man. Yes, he been eating my out of my cookie jar. That's what he been eating out of. That's what she telling these women. Yeah, she uses sexual manipulation to get a man, and also, she tell you that she gets what she want out of the deal. What money? Yes, money out of the deal. Material things. She got cars. She got her rent paid. She got got to fly back and forth to Atlanta. And now she want power. He offer her power. Power to be on the TV show. Yes, offer her power. I am enough. That's what she think. I am MF Curry. I am enough. That's the narcissistic female. That's the way she think. But what went wrong, Arian? Your dynamite sauce you got between your leg wasn't enough, Arian. What went wrong? So they saying that these women use sex to manipulate. Yeah, she got something out of the deal too, y'all. She got a what? She got cars, she got material, she got bags, got a hair did. Cat daddy. Yeah, cat daddy. Yeah, cat daddy. Grandma had a cat daddy. Yeah, mama had a cat daddy. Yeah, they spin around the block. Don't act like your grandmama and mama ain't spin around the block, she say. Yeah, that's what she said, y'all. Yeah, I need to play that back to y'all. Yeah, I gotta play that back. Don't act like y'all mama and grandmama ain't been around the block. No, Arian. Some of us have some decent. I mean, let's see if this it, y'all. Let me see. Never take them back. And you, let me be real. You gonna spin a block once. Let's be clear. You gonna spin a block once. Like we're women. Like don't try to act like y'all not. Don't try to act like you never did. Don't try to act like your mama did or your grandma did. We're going to spin that block, and then you're gonna be feeling stupid. But you know, ultimately it's up to you. Who got blocked? Who didn't get blocked? If I catch you talking. So that she runs down all these generations of women from the mom on down to the grandmother who she imitate, who she take a pattern off of. And maybe they were, I don't know, allegedly most narcissistic children come from narcissistic parents and grandparents, stuff that they learned on down the line. So I'm saying it sounds like she come from a long line of Jezebels. Yes, a long line. Yes, what the a long line of Jezebel. Long line of Jezebel. Yes, yeah. I saw that girl on hip hop. I don't know her name, but she was telling this guy that her mama was a prostitute, her grandma was a prostitute, and she told him she don't have no shame about her game because she is a prostitute. Yeah, she was just so proud to say that too. Just like Arian, she's proud to be she said the American mistress. She's a celebrity. Let's see what y'all saying. She said grandma been around the block. Mama's been around the block. Don't act like y'all ain't been around the block. So she expecting her daughter to go around the block too, I guess. Good evening, Queen BT, says Mean Cat, and everyone sounds like those motors got a lot of miles on them. Woo, yeah, lots and lots of miles. Barbara Coleman, now she has nothing to show for 7 years. You know, they say that Miss Barbara, they say that the narcissistic female always got something in mind. She got a motive in mind. And y'all know she ended up with the baby. That was her last resort. She said she got pregnant before and he told her to get rid of the baby, right? Melody kept on getting pregnant. So she knew that this man still was attracted to his wife. He still was having sex with his wife. He still was loving on his wife. And the last resort, she said she had that baby. Ulterior motive. What was her my ulterior motive? Remember now, the narcissistic female always got an ulterior motive. In her case, her ulterior motive was to replace his wife, right? Replace that wife and walk in her shoes. And then she felt like she was gonna be the big star. She got this delusion, grandeur, power in her head. I am this big star. This narcissistic female is in her head. She is the star. Everyone, everyone uses my likeness. Love and Mary Huntsville would not be nothing or success if it wasn't for me. That's the fantasy of power that she lives in her head, and also that her boyfriend tells her too that this is what the power he got to offer her is to be on TV. But y'all get this, y'all. They said that the narcissistic female is very delusional and she don't look at things in a realistic way. She lives in a fantasy world. Do y'all remember this? Oprah. She looks in the camera and she says, Oprah, I got a bone to pick with you. I used to look up to you, Oprah. I used to look up to you. Do y'all remember that? When she was questioning Oprah, like Oprah's supposed to know her. Like she's such a big celebrity till she gonna come on the YouTube and talk to Oprah. Like as if Oprah her friend. Yeah, Oprah, I used to look up to you. But now you got these people on TV imitating my likeness, Oprah. Yeah, Oprah. I don't think I used to look up to you. Yeah, they won't let me on your show. They won't let me on your show, Oprah. Oh, y'all, let me keep going, y'all. But, in her head, I am enough. I am the star. Yeah, she is enough. She is the star. Let me see what else I got. Y'all gonna make me laugh. So, in the Nazi mind, we're saying that she used a tool. Sex is used as a tool. Now, remember, Martell testified that the narcissistic man would tell his wife that, yeah, this other woman, she satisfied me. Yeah. So, Martell said that. So it says that the narcissistic woman uses sex as a tool. She is the greatest lover on this earth. Remember, she thinks she the greatest lover on this earth. Yeah, that's why she got mad at Gigi. This is my favorite part, y'all. Yeah, Gigi. See what happened when these fans come for you and they can't defend themselves. Gigi said, "Okay, I'm ready. You ready? Yeah, I'm ready." And Gigi attacked that box between her legs. Lord, why did Gigi tell her that her box wasn't popping? That girl went crazy. And you know what? In her mind, that was an insult. That was an insult, y'all, because y'all know that's her favorite statement. That's how she boosts her ego up. Yeah, he was with me last night. I was eating out my cookie jar. Yeah. So they use sex as a tool. Yeah, they use sex as a tool. It boosts their ego up. And then another thing it says about these narcissists thing to help y'all understand why she do melody. See what happened is that Martell builds her up and tears her down. Now y'all know she talking about somehow he's obsessed with her, and she talks about how Martell old ladies is not his style. But what do? He throw eggs in her face. He throw eggs in her face and bring an older woman in front of her. Front and center, man, walking down the street feeding her donuts. I mean, this girl about to have a mental breakdown over that because he's messing with her ego. I am enough. She feel like she should be enough for this man, but whatever the case is, you never gonna be enough. Enough is never enough for a narcissistic man. All right. And but she gonna keep on trying. She gonna keep on trying. She want her man back, y'all. She said it. She said that she want her man back and she gonna get him. She said he will be back. She said all you gotta do is be a player. Find yourself a cat daddy. He'll be back. So anyway, let's talk about whatever Arian is doing. She used the sex as her ulterior motives. She used her body to get these men. This is what a narcissistic woman do. She's obsessed with her body and her hair. They said that this is just common for narcissistic women to do. They like to pursue the men's. They'll tell you that the men's is pursuing them, but they really is be pursuing the man and quickly because we know that she pursued Martell also. What do she say? I call his wife and tell her, put Martell on the phone. She always saying that he always pursuing her, but she turn around and tell us something differently. I call his wife and say, put him on the phone. So they say that the narcissistic woman, and they like for everything to be quick too. She said, Martell said, yeah, the first day that I met him at his cousin's house at the barbecue, you know, can we have sex? First day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in her head now, regardless of what he have said about her, he respects me. We've heard her say that, right? It. That's that ego, feeding her own ego, boost her own ego up. Although the relationship is one-sided, she say he respects her. He wants to get to know me. That's what she said. He wants to get to know me. He's obsessed with me. Well, I'm just going through all the things they say narcissistic, their most common statements. Okay. You the one who pursued me. Yes. She always say that. He's the one that pursued me. And then she'll turn around and say, well, I called his house. I called his wife and told his wife that he was eating out of my cookie jar. So she pursued him as well. Now, what's happening? She losing control. She have lost control now. This most powerful tool she got between her legs can't keep her man around. But that's what she uses because what she say, my grandmama taught me that. My mama taught me that. They spin around the block seeing these men's in and out of their houses. That's why it's okay for Martell to come through the back door all the time. Never put her up front and center. Why? Because they spin around the block. I saw my mama do it. I saw my grandmama do it. And don't act like I ain't supposed to do it too. Yeah, that's just my opinion, y'all. And then it says another thing that narcissistic they love their mans now. So they confuse all this chaotic stuff they got going on with their he married. He's not committed to her. He can't be committed to her. He's cheating on her. He come in a relationship cheating on her because he's married. But she want to make him feel like a king. She want to make put him on a pedestal. Remember, they have ulterior motive. And that ulterior motive is what? She gonna shower you with attention and sex so you can leave your wife and your children. That's her ulterior motive now. So suddenly what you had is gone. It's gone, Arian. Oh, you look up. The wife is gone, the money is gone, and he's gone. He's always been gone, but now the public knows that I'm gonna be a side chick always. But he'll be back. I'll wait. That's what she said. She allowed this man to keep on demeaning her, sweeping in and out of her life. That's what she training her daughter to be. Why? Because my grandmama did it. My mama did it. Don't act like your grandmama and your mama ain't been around the block. Yeah, the narcissistic female. Oh my God. That's what we're looking at. Now, who's the narcissistic female scapegoat gonna be, y'all? Is the children. She got a golden child now. That golden child, we know who the golden child is. The prodigal son. The one that looks like me. Yeah, he looks like me. Yeah, and you know he looks like me. But my oldest daughter, she looked like her. Oh. But my older daughter, oh, she's like she got a disdain when she say that. My oldest daughter, well, she looks like her dad, her side of the family, and she got this texture of hair. Yeah. She got this texture of hair that I can't figure out. She throwing off on her daughter. Shading her daughter hair. You a black woman, Arian. Don't do that to your daughter. Don't do that. Arian shade that girl hair all the time about her texture of hair. You a black woman. You know how to do that girl's hair. But you just throwing off shade on her. But then she said, "Oh, they say Knox look just like her. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Knox looks like me. I love it. I love it. I love it. Y'all, let me play this for y'all. So we talked about that yesterday, where the narcissistic parent like to pit the children against each other. She's no different than what Martell is doing, and pitting Knox and the other boy, his oldest son, against each other over that chain. And she putting this boy. She's saying that her hair is genetic, but her baby hair is a different thing. Yeah. In other words, all she trying to say she got nappy hair. That's all she's saying she got. She got black folks hair. That's all she trying to say. But my God, you are a black woman. Don't even go there with your audience with that. They should have checked you on that audience. Yeah, that's what she said. Let me put it up for y'all. I'm gonna put this woman up. I don't know what coming up next. Let me see what this one is. All right, let me see what this one is. Oh, this giving advice to the women. And she's waiting, you guys. She gonna wait till she's old maid for this man. She's gonna wait for him. She said he'll be back. Yeah, let me start it from the beginning. And she's waiting, you guys. She gonna wait till she's old maid for this man. She's gonna wait for him. She said he'll be back. Yeah, she waiting. Yeah, he'll be back. Let me see if I can find that other one. Yep, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find out what she talking about her baby. Okay, here we go. He looks like me. He looks like me. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love to hear
was here. How did I come up with the name Knox? I did not come up with the name Knox. My sister named him. It was the day before my water broke, and I didn't have a name yet. I knew that his name was not going to start with an M. That's all I knew. I didn't know what it was going to be. I didn't have a name, and my sister came up with Knox, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, so his name is Knox. I would say I his middle name, but whatever. None of the first and last. I guess the middle doesn't matter. I'm a Virgo. He looks like me. I hope you're doing okay. I am doing fabulous. That's why I'm here talking to y'all today, because I gotta wear my chin up. He looks just like you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a. You know what really, really bothers me? It's when guys are into the.
Okay, y'all see how y'all see how adult when she say he looked like her. When this say this little boy look like her, she loves it. Wow. Let me turn this off, y'all. She love it that they saying that Knox look like her. She said, "I love it, I love it, I love it." Now we talks about the narcissistic parent, the female and the male. They're just alike, you know. That she's pitting them against each other. Well, Knox is the golden child. He is her prodigal son, y'all. Y'all remember she said he was the prodigal son. And what happened is that the prodigal son can't do no wrong. He beats on her. She don't do nothing. That boy terrorized that whole house and her daughter. But no, he's by Martell. So he is the prodigal son. He is the golden son. You know, she loves him. She makes a difference between these kids. But let me read what y'all saying a little bit. Miss Jones said that was funny when she said that she's nuts. Nosy Rosie Graham said, telling everybody good evening and have a blessed day. Barbara Coleman, Gigi got her together. Anita Minor, Gigi set her off. She really snapped then. Yes, Gigi, yeah, Gigi did it. Yeah, she snapped because she attacked her box between her legs, and that's what they're trained to do. They're using their sex to manipulate males. The female do. She got the most dynamite box between her legs. That's what she felt, and Gigi brought her back down. She let her know that you ain't the only one with a box that he's doing it to. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Yeah. So, and then Miss Tanya B says she wasted her 20s and will waste her 30s being a fool. That's right. That's right. I don't believe Coleslaw can spell the word narcissist. So we know that she don't know what it is. She lied too much for me. Yeah. Let's just finish this now. Look. She got these kids in the house, and of course, you know, little Knox is the one that is the golden child, right? Because he's a Holt, Holt. She separate these children. We talked about that yesterday, how the narcissistic parents like to use separation between the two kids, how to pit the kids against each other. Yes, separation, little hoax. It's never your brother. It's always hoax. Don't holler at hoax. Give Hoax a popsicle. And then this what really got me was when her sister, some so-called girl was her sister that was over there at taking care of them when Knox was sick. And she called Knox a little hoe. Knox was pulling on his mama hair, and she said, "Hoax, that's not a nice thing to do, Hoax." So you got parents standing up there looking at this. They are separating these kids, pitting them against each other. So here's it go. Knox, since Knox is the golden child, Knox has no boundaries. She's teaching Knox not to have boundaries. Most likely, allegedly, he will grow up to be a narcissistic male because his mama is narcissistic. Remember now, they spent around the block. My grandmama, my mama did. They all spent around the block. That's mean dysfunctional relationships is involved. Okay, and so she's teaching Knox how to be the male narcissist. Now, right? What will Knox do? He fights, he bites, he does everything violent, and he has no boundaries. She don't teach him boundaries because after all, he's like me. He looks like me. He got my personality. He got Hoke's personality. She is attaching her legacy to the Hoke's kids. That's what she's trying to do. Attach that legacy. She by no means want to be broke in this. Her son, if she could do it through her son, that's who it's gonna have to be. Remember, the narcissist will use their children. So she'll use her child as this little Knox to keep little Knox all face all up in the camera. Little Knox don't want to be in the camera. But this narcissistic mom want to show her royal child off. Her royal child off. But what do we see? You showing the royal child off, but your other child that you don't give no attention, your oldest daughter trying to get your attention because you don't show her attention. So what she's doing, she's in the kitchen cooking. She's cleaning. She's cooking, she's cleaning, and she catering to your needs because and she making good grades as well. She's trying to please her narcissistic mother. She's trying not to walk on eggshells around her narcissistic mother. So she does everything to please her mother. But in this case, it's not good enough. The prodigal son is little hoax. What she's doing, all the cleaning, all the catering to the mama, is still not good enough in this female narcissistic mind. Okay, and then the vision gonna come again. With Paris have to take care of this little boy. Paris go to the swimming pool. Paris cannot swim. She has to watch her little brother. Paris come home in the home. Paris cannot sit down and do her homework. Paris can't eat in peace. Paris can't do nothing in the home in peace because she got to wait on her mama and the golden child 24 hours a day. So this oldest little girl in the house with this narcissistic female, she's always the wrath. She's always gonna get the wrath of the female because she's not considered to be royalty. The youngest baby is considered to be royalty. Now I don't know. There so now let's just say that Martell has abandoned his narcissistic girlfriend. She don't like to be abandoned. That's why she get all on social media because she got to win. I got to win. In her head, they like competition, but they gotta win. I gotta have my man back. Listen to what she gonna say. He was at my house last night. He was at my house day before yesterday, and he was eating out of my box. I gotta get my man back. I gotta tell these women what he doing so they can get away from him. Give me my man back. Yeah. So they don't have no rules or no boundaries. She had no rules and no boundaries, but she takes it out on Melody. Yeah, she don't take it out on Martell. She take it out on Melody. No rules means that I can call a wife and cuss the wife out. I'm angry at him, but I call the wife and demeanor the wife, make the wife feel bad. That's what she do because that's what narcissistic people do. They like to tear your self-esteem down. Yes. All right, y'all. That's what we got. And but it says that the daughter, right? We saw that in Mel's home. There was a balance. The balance was that Mel is a health, and Mel shows healthy relationships all around her children. So most likely her children will come out healthy. But what do little Paris and little Knox have? Are they around healthy people that can guide them to have healthy relationships, to guide them to great mental health? I don't know, cause she's naming. She said my grandma spin around the block, my mama spin around the block, everybody spin around the block. You know what? And they begin to these narcissistic female begin to confuse abuse with love, y'all. Abuse is validation to them. That's why when if Martell gets up and call her a 15%er, what they could call her open 24-hour gym, she's being validated. Y'all, we see it differently. We like, why she won't leave him? Don't she have no self-esteem? But to her, that's validating. Even if he gotta validate her in a negative way, right? She wants that validation. Anyway, when Martell met that girl mind was already unstable. Y'all could see that because she was coming through growing up with this journey of mothers and grandmothers and all the elders around her, the females around her, they were what? Spin around the block. Spin around the block could mean a whole lot of dysfunctional things that this girl saw growing up. He met an unstable personality, and then she fell in love with somebody just like her, a narcissistic male. But only she fell in love, but he didn't. He kept it like it was, just a one-sided relationship full of sex. All right, let me see what y'all say. Um, Angelique said he does everything. He sees Martell do to Arian. The way he grunts when he give it all, he has to knock her upside her head and all. Y'all know. When I see that, some just go all the way through me. I just do not like that little boy abusing his mother like that. But they say that that's what he see. He's saying he just like his dad. You're looking at a child. If they do not give him some kind of help, he's gonna grow up to be violent. He's gonna grow up to be a woman beater. Allegedly, he's already beating on his mother. I swear for God, y'all, I never seen a baby like that beat on their mother. Never. What's she gonna do when he get to be a teenager? I told y'all when my grandson got in his teenager year, my grandson tried me one time and I started throwing potatoes at him. Did I tell y'all that? Yeah. I came home from work. He had this girl in the room with him. Yeah, he was like 16. He like 30, 33, 34 now. He laugh about it. But yeah, he called himself gonna get smart with me when I said I was nice. I said, you're not allowed to have girls in this house. What I had to say that for? I guess he thought he was gonna show out in front of that girl. I came out that room with that hammer. Oh, I don't do a more D on his butt. He started running. I know I couldn't catch him, so I started throwing potatoes at him, y'all. I started throwing them potatoes, and that third potato, I hit his butt upside the head. Boom. I hit him in the head. He had a big old knot like that in his head, but that boy was trying to be disobedient with me. I'm not telling y'all to be violent, but what can you do with a 16-year-old? Oh, yeah, I hit him in the head with that potato. Yeah, he was running. And yeah, we laugh about it now, but yeah, she letting that boy beat on her. She got to start early. 'Cause even my grandson, he 34. He won't ever, ever, ever rail. I've never seen him rail up at his mama. He would not rail up at his mama. And that come from just having respect too for your elders. She do not teach this boy boundaries. He has no boundaries. She got to teach her baby boundaries. Anyway, Gambler said, anonymous like and scratch all. Just subscribe. I'm a new content creator and want to show support. All right. All right. Y'all see her Gambler Anonymous slot and scratch off. All right. Patricia T, I really do believe coleslaw believe it's male responsibility to care for knots. Yeah, that's her ticket. That's her ticket. She is not. It's her ticket to success. You're right. Angelique got all these smiling faces. Patricia got all these smiling faces. Patricia Ellis is Robinson saying good evening to everybody. Have a wonderful day. Martell isn't going to be blessed. What goes around comes around. That's why nothing good happened for him. Do y'all know? I'm glad you say that because they are each other karma. Martell is Arian's karma. He done embarrassed her and keep on embarrassing her in front of the world. He let the world know that she is a peasant, that she's not this great powerful woman that she pretends to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then she is Martell karma because Martell done lost everything. He done lost $1 million deals, acres of land, his wife, his children. Yeah, she's a liability. And now he got another mouth to feed, a baby that he don't want. So he see her as a liability. And then she goes on this rant about Knox name. That's bothering her. Her and Montel been having some heated discussion because she said it in her live. This last live, she's still on it. His name is not. His name is not Maverick. And she keeps saying that. She keeps stressing that. She do not want y'all to call this boy Lil Knox. All right, let's see what y'all saying. Mean Cat says, hi, Chat. Does Huntsville have that affection abandonment law? I never thought about that. I gotta look it up. When Mel could have said coleslaw, Mel probably could have got her her good hair. Miss Grace Hannah Grace says, I know someone that acted like Curry's little boy when he was young during birth. Something happened causing damage to the child's head. The child grew up to have significant behavior problems. Wow. You know what? That sounds so similar, don't it, y'all? It sounds like little Knox. This little boy is bonded on the trauma. He's bonded with his mother on the trauma, with his dad on the trauma. It's a lot of trauma going on in that baby's head. He's a very serious looking child. When he's with his dad, he just looks and he know not to beat up his dad now. He know that. He got a lot of sense. But he looks so serious. A serious child, like he thinking all the time, like he depressed, like he's stressed out. So hopefully this little baby could find some kind of warmth and nurturing so he can smile and laugh like most kids supposed to be. But he a cute little boy though. He really is cute. Okay, I'm go back to my Facebook, y'all, and what I'm gonna go to yesterday. We left off talking about the black farmers, and I'm gonna put the rest of that up. I I I got it from TD Hip Hop. What you're gonna see is the black farmers, and then it's gonna lead until Martin Luther King's speech. Hopefully, y'all just bear with it. Hopefully, it will play. Sometimes these videos will play clear. Sometimes they don't. But I felt like I didn't do my black farmers no justice yesterday. I kind of rushed through it. So let me just put up what I got. These black farmers, yeah, they're on my mind. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, let me let y'all see this. This what I got for Arian. Arian said, "Where's he going? I will wait." Y'all see her waiting, waiting, waiting. All of her 20s, she's been waiting. She's in her 30s now, going on her 40s, she's waiting. Where's he going? I will wait. Yeah, that's her. That's Arian right there. That's her. Okay, let me go on to the let's see if I can get this started for you guys about the black farmers. Of course, you guys know that the black farmers is losing all their land. But the United States is what? United States is ignoring it and giving money to everybody except for our people. And with an independent European contractor. Of course, we must listen to the elders. Just listening to the elders lets you take a journey through their minds. And it's like walking through a library because they have ancestors' knowledge, because they have old untold stories. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Yeah. The reason is, I showed you guys. The funds locked up in litigation through lawsuits which prevented black farmers from being able to access it, though that may be true. When it was Biden's time to shine and fight for those black farmers, he opted not to. And I'm going to prove that to you right now by playing a quick news segment from my other YouTube channel that black farmers have been dealing with for over a century in America. In a recent comment, Boyd stated, "I was sure hoping it would appeal. They are not laying out a clear definition of what black farmers have experienced at USDA for decades and are not responding to that in various courts. You can't stand here and not acknowledge discrimination that still exists today. It's a formula for failure. The history of discrimination is not being spelled out clearly enough by the Department of Justice and USDA. So as you can clearly see, Biden never had any intention on seriously fighting for black farmers and has instead opted to carry on the legacy of anti-black discrimination, in which he has now repealed the debt relief program, while at the same time he has found a way to send over $100 million to farmers in the Ukraine. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a quick moment to look at the legacy of anti-black discrimination against black farmers in order for us to understand the magnitude of Biden's betrayal. And to assist me in doing that, I'll be reading from an article by MarketWatch titled, "Black Farmers Lost $326 billion in land over 8 decades. Stalled debt relief could mean the next wave of losses." Decades of discrimination. The threat posed to black farm ownership is part of a long-running historical trend. While black farm ownership rose in the decades after the Civil War brought an end to slavery, the number of black farmers in the U.S. have fallen sharply and disproportionately over the last century, research shows. Black farmers owned around 16 million acres by 1910 and accounted for more than 14% of producers. The latest census of agriculture in 2017 estimated black farm ownership at around 4.7 million acres and black farmers at less than 2% of all farmers. So as you can see, black people disproportionately voted for Biden and he turns a blind eye to Black families.
That has frozen debt relief funds intended to provide aid for Black farmers as well as other farmers of color. While Biden's Department of Justice made it a point to file an appeal within hours to defend the administration's high-profile priorities in areas like immigration, as reported by Politico, this time around, Biden allowed the 60-day appeal period to run out. Neil Devins, a professor of law and government at William & Mary Law School, stated, "It's very unusual not to defend a statute that you support. Maybe they fear a more consequential loss." When Biden's press secretary Jen Psaki was asked if the administration was exploring other methods to provide the farmers with debt relief, Psaki's answer was less than comforting as she passed the buck over to the Department of Agriculture and quickly moved on to the next question. I have a question on Section 10 of the American Rescue Plan, which is a debt relief for farmers of color. This has obviously been mired down in, I believe, 13 lawsuits. These farmers are still in jeopardy. Is the administration exploring any other ways of getting these resources to farmers of color under this program or under an alternative scheme to the administration?
Well, as you noted, there is active litigation, and obviously we had proposed plans to provide assistance to these farmers, and hence, and there's active litigation that's ongoing. But I can convey to you that our commitment is to certainly help these farmers. I would point to the Department of Agriculture for any more specifics about their programs, but I know that equity is central to their objectives, and certainly is part of how they orchestrate any of their programs.
A USDA spokesman recently addressed the current situation, stating the United States government will continue to fight these lawsuits in the district courts in the weeks and months ahead, because providing debt relief is an important component of USDA's broader commitment to taking bold, historic action to root out generations of systemic racism.
They are happy to hear you talk about love for the oppressor because this disarms the Negro and fits into the stereotype of the Negro as a meek, turning the other cheek. So the preacher, the considered comment on the stretches.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has in many points turned into a nightmare.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has in many points turned into a nightmare. Turned into a nightmare. Turned into a nightmare. Turned into a nightmare.
That dream that I had that day has in many points
turned into a nightmare.
You're goddamn right.
So this is Martin Luther King talking about reparation.
At the very same time that America refused to give the Negro any land, through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. But not only did they give the land, they built land-grant colleges with government money to teach them how to farm. Not only that, they provided county agents to further that expertise in farming. Not only that, they provided low interest rates in order that they could mechanize their farms. Not only that, today many of these people are receiving millions of dollars in federal subsidies not to farm, and they are the very people telling the black man that he ought to lift himself by his own bootstraps.
Yeah, that's it, you guys. So y'all saw, hopefully that came out clear. But yeah, the black farmers has been denied all money. Yeah, they said they might be the last of the black farmers in this administration because they refused to bail the black farmers out. And then it led into Martin Luther King talked about similar to the same thing, the land grab. How most of the Indians, most of the Native Black Americans, land was taken from them. And then they turned around and gave all the land to people coming from Europe and Ireland and the whites that was already here. millions and millions of acres. Now that's affirmative action, right, y'all? That is affirmative action. You know what? Everybody got land except for the black citizen, right? So that's what Martin Luther King was talking about, how the government didn't even look out for his own citizen. He would reach over there to Europe, and tell them to come get some of this land. And it's still going on today. How now the black farmers' land, they lost a lot of land. But what Biden is doing, the same old thing. He reaching out to another country and giving them money and everything else that they need, and ignoring the black citizen. Make sure that you guys vote. If you Oh God, what happened? That light went off. It's still on. Could y'all hear me? Okay. I don't see the light, but it says that I'm still on. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, so make sure that when y'all vote, let me put this back in, y'all. Yeah, make sure when y'all vote, y'all do your research, okay? Do your research when you voting, because we keep voting all these people back in office that is not doing anything for the black community. You got to be smart with your vote. Okay, let me see what y'all saying over here. Hey, Miss Black Titanic. Hey, Rue Jones from Birmingham, Alabama. Yes, going all the way back to my roots. I was born in Birmingham, Alabama. Oh, that took me way back. Patricia T. I believe marriage is Knox's middle name. Yes. On several occasions, when talking about his name, she will always say, I'm not going to tell y'all his middle name. Yeah, I saw that it's Knox Maverick Hoax. That's what it's supposed to be. And she is pissed off about that too, y'all. She is not letting that go. She put it in a email, and then she just said it again on her live. Don't call him Maverick. Okay, Patricia T said, I believe Knox's middle name is Maverick or Martell. Monica Rolla says, I am Team Melody all the way. Rosa Graham said, please don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. That's right, Rosa Graham. Hit the like button, share, hit the Cash App button too while you're at it. Oh, Miss Linda is saying, hello, chat. Clap God said Mel probably could sue the whole bunch. Arian and the Hillbilly Clan, they all had tried to put her light out so there they could shine. Yeah, but y'all know what? That prophecy told her, don't worry about it. Because every time your enemies come after you, you're going to be blessed 5 times and more. And that's all I have for y'all tonight. We're gonna close it out. Close it out with area, y'all. Let me close. I gotta say this again. We're gonna close it out with area. Don't forget to go to TD Hip Hop News, TD Hip Hop Media, and TD News is his site to get y'all politics now. Y'all read up on these black farmers. Yeah, read up on these black farmers. They need your help now. Okay, let me put her on here. Hopefully it play for me.
If I catch you coming.
So she runs down all these generations of women from the mom on down to the grandmother who she imitate, who she take a pattern off of. And maybe they were, I not know, allegedly, most narcissistic children come from narcissistic parents and grandparents, stuff that they learned on down the line. So I'm saying it sounds like she come from a long line of Jezebels.
Never take them back. And let me be real. You're going to spin a block once. Let's be clear. You're going to spin a block once. Like we're women. Like, don't try to act like y'all not. Don't try to act like you never did. Don't try to act like your mama did or your grandma did. We're going to spin that block, and then you're going to be feeling stupid. But, ultimately, it's up to you. Yeah, that's how we going to end it. She telling it all, y'all. She's spilling it. My grandmama spent the block. My mother spent the block. Yeah, so you gonna spin that block. She's not ready to break that generational curse with her daughter because she's spinning that block too, y'all. She's teaching it to her daughter to spin that block with these men. Get yourself a cat daddy. You can get yourself a cat daddy. You don't have to be emotional attached. Yeah, let's let him come around that back door and, get laid and sitting back on out the door. Or get yourself a married man. A married man could be a cat daddy too. Remember, mama did it, grandma did it, I'm doing it, and now my daughter is watching me do it. Good night, everybody. Good night. And remember, my motto is be happy and eagles fly with eagles. Thank you all. Good night.